The Path to Success. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village by a flowing river, there lived a young man named Lam. He had big dreams. He wanted to become a successful businessman, achieve financial freedom, and provide a better life for his family. He worked hard, trying various jobs and business ventures, but nothing seemed to work. No matter how much effort he put in, success always seemed just out of reach. One day, he would open a small shop. The next, he would switch to farming, thinking it was more profitable. Then, he heard about a new business trend and immediately pursued it. Over and over, he changed his direction, always chasing after what seemed like the next big opportunity, but never sticking to anything long enough to see results. Frustrated and exhausted, Lamb decided to seek advice from a wise old sage who lived in a small hut atop a mountain. The sage was known for his wisdom, having helped many people find clarity in their lives. When Lam arrived, he bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I am lost and disheartened. I have worked tirelessly, tried countless paths, and chased many dreams, yet I have not found success. No matter how hard I try, I always end up failing. Please, guide me. What am I doing wrong?" The sage looked at him for a moment, then pointed to an empty well nearby. "Before I answer you, I have a small task. Take these 2 buckets, go to the mountain spring, and bring water to fill this well." Lam immediately took the buckets and climbed up the mountain. When he reached the spring, he saw the water was crystal clear and refreshing. He filled both buckets and carried them back down. He poured the water into the well, but when he looked inside, it still appeared nearly empty. Determined to complete the task, he went back up the mountain. On his way, he heard people talking about another spring that was said to be closer and had even fresher water. Curious, he decided to try that spring instead. But when he carried the water back, he realized that the journey was rough and much of the water had spilled. The well was still not full. Then, he heard about yet another spring, supposedly the purest of all. Thinking it might be the best choice, he changed direction again. But once more, the long journey caused the water to spill, and the well remained empty. Exhausted, Lam returned to the sage and admitted, "Master, I tried my best, but I could not fill the well. I kept hearing about better springs and switched directions, but in the end, none of them worked." The sage smiled and said, "This is the answer to your question. You have been doing the same thing in life, constantly changing paths, always chasing what seems like a better opportunity. But in doing so, you have never stayed long enough on one path to achieve success. If you had simply taken water from one spring, over and over, with patience and persistence, the well would have eventually been filled." Lam stood in silence, realizing the truth in the sage's words. His endless pursuit of new opportunities had drained his energy and prevented him from making real progress. From that day forward, he stopped chasing quick success. Instead, he chose one path, committed to it wholeheartedly, and worked with patience and dedication. Over time, he became a successful businessman, not because he found the perfect opportunity, but because he had learned the power of focus and perseverance. Lesson learned. Success is not about chasing every new opportunity. It is about choosing a path, committing to it, and putting in the effort consistently. Just like a well fills up slowly, success comes through dedication and persistence. As the saying goes, a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Stay focused, stay patient, and success will find you.